Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to...
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، أهلا وسهلا بكم في الحلقة الثالثة من لعبة هوجوورتس ليجاسي. يلا بينا نكمل على طول. المفروض إن أنا دلوقتي خلصت أول 2 كلاسز، السبيلز والديفنس. أنت عايز إيه يا عم؟ إيه ده؟ I'm sorry والله، أنت اللي كلمتني صح؟
ريفيليو.
عشان أعرف عنك معلومات صح؟ اوكي. لو انا عايز ممكن استعمل الفلو ده علشان اروح من مكان لمكان. الصراحه اللعبه في الحلقتين اللي فاتوا كانت غير طبيعيه الصراحه. عملوا
Professor Weasley must be exhausted doing her job as well as the headmasters. We're lucky to have her.
Black noticed the scuff on his shoe the other day and would not take another step until a house elf polished it away for him. Horrid man.
Horrid man.
It's good Black's children are too young to attend Hogwarts. I'd hate it if my father was headmaster.
عياله دول احنا عارفينهم تقريبا كويس. واضح ان حتى السايد دايلوج اللي الناس في كل حته عاملين بيتكلموا، السايد دايلوج برضه معمول كويس جدا، والصراحه حاليا مفيش اي غلطه على اللعبه. ايه ده؟ ده كويست زي ما كنا عاملينه تقريبا. هو لا لوموس بعد اذنك.
لوموس.
ايوه. فين بقى المكان ده؟ اوه مش زي كويست، مش هيقول لي بقى صح؟ طيب. يا سلام.
Off on another adventure, are we?
كده احنا ممكن نيجي هنا بعدين. تعالوا نختار اي ميشن ونروح لها. عايزين الماب، عايزين نروح فين؟ في اي ميشنز تانية؟ ما اعتقدش. تعال تراك، تعال نروح لها. يلا بينا نروح نكلم بروفيسور ويزلي. ممكن نروح منين؟ من هنا. اوكي. اوه نايس. ترانسفيجريشن كورتيارد. انا فتحت دي خلاص؟
ريفيليو.
حلو قوي، شكرا.
I hope you're well.
للأسف يعني أنا مش هسيب قطة إلا لما أعمل لها بيت. سوري يعني. شايف تشيست على شمالي؟ تحت؟ نزل تحت ازاي ده؟ اوكي.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
شكرا.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me, isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Yes! Okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
اروح مع مين؟ خلينا سباستيان شكله.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Three Broomsticks. يا جدعان. New quest available. اوكي جميل.
Even if I can't afford one myself.
ايه ده؟ كما كنت عسكري. انت ايه كمان؟ الله فيدورا. واضح ان اللعبة مليانة سيكريتس يعني في كل حتة حرفيا. في تشيست هنا كمان ولا ايه؟
Revelio.
لا ده تحت خالص. طيب مش عارف تحت خالص دي فين بس قشطة.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
اوكي في تشيست هنا على يميني برضه تقريبا صح؟ ده موجود هنا اهو. ايه ده ده في بازل. استنى نايس. ده بازل زي اللي فات بالظبط. اوكي اول واحدة فوق دي احنا محتاجين يعني دي 21 احنا محتاجين وده 2 يبقى 13 من 21 8 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 احنا عايزين سبايدر هنا 5 زائد 9 14 17 محتاجين 3 0 1 2 3 محتاجين دراجون راس التنين دي فوق تقريبا اللي هي دي. ينفع نط من هنا ولا مينفعش؟ اوعى الحمد لله لسه عايش. اوكي حلو قوي موضوع التشيستات والابواب السحريه دي. سبيكتكلز. كنت اتمنى ان اللوت ده يديك يعني اكس بي او حاجه تقدر تستعملها اكتر في الفايتنج والكومبات وكده بس قشطه.
There you are.
عمال بتلعب بالعصافير.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
اوكي.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Accio. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Flying page. انت فين؟ هاي. تعال. بروفيسور. أنا لقيت ال.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Ooh. نايس. فتحنا ريبيرو خلاص. اوكي. ماشي.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
فين؟ قصدك على ده؟ قصدي على دي.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
نايس نايس نايس.
Revelio.
ممكن اعمل ريفيو عليها بقى كمان ولا لا؟ متأكد ان ما ينفعش؟ اوكي. اوكي يبقى اللي بيلمع ازرق ممكن اعمل عليه ريفيو. طيب تعال نشوف كده. ار شور انت كمان ما ينفعش؟ هو انا ممكن اعمل عليه حاجة. اوه نايس. واضح ان احنا هنعيش في المكان ده بقى فترة كده. جميلة قوي الصراحة، عاملينها كويسة قوي الصراحة. محترمين السورس ماتيريال، يعني مدين كل حاجة حقها. ايه المنظر ده؟ واو. كويس ده ممكن اعمله تراك موجود جنبي على طول. تعال نشوف السيدة عايزة ايه.
Revelio.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
ماشي حاضر. Let's go. دي اللايبراري اللي تحت دي.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
ماشي في 4. اوكي 4 فاضلين. كانوا 5 توتال صحيح.
Revelio.
تعال راح فين؟ في تشست شايفك.
Revelio.
ارجع لورا هنا ازاي كده؟ حد شايف كتاب من الكتب يا جماعة؟ حد شاف كتاب طاير يا جماعة؟ هناك هو واحد.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Accio.
تعالى.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Splashed. Good. واضح ان هي شغالة نميمة في بعض الاشخاص. حد شايف كتاب من هنا كده على طول؟ لا. واحد اهو.
Revelio.
هناك اهو.
Accio.
بس كده.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
لذيذ ان السبيلز الاساسيه اللي انت تستعملها في القلعه هي اكيو ريبيرو وليفيوسا واليوموس كلهم محطوطين عندك في الشورت كات يعني تقدر سوري مش قصدي والله تقدر توصلهم بسهوله يعني.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief! Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
هتكون قريت الدايري. أنا عارف إن هي هتديني أعتقد الريورد من غير ما أقول لها حاجة.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
إيه ده؟ مش هتديني ريورد؟
Thank goodness some people are trustworthy.
هعورك.
Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
صدقيني يا ست انت هعورك. ما اديتنيش ريورد عشان ما قلتلهاش هاتي ريورد. طيب. اوكي.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
واو. بجد واو. تعالى يا معلم على المين كويست بقى. احنا عرفنا ريبيرو. تراك ذا كويست.
Last time I saw you practically.
ايه انت مين؟ مش فاكرك الصراحة.
When I'm in Hogwarts. Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place, self-contained too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Let's go.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
ايه المنظر ده؟ ايه المنظر ده؟ دول عاملين القلعة والحتت اللي حوالين القلعة كلها يعني. والكويديتش. منطقة الكويديتش كلها هناك اهي الملعب. واو.
Revelio.
It's not the written.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
ايه المنظر ده يا جماعة؟
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
لعبة خرافية الصراحة في الجرافيكس وفي التصميم والديزاين.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
لازم اجمعهم ازاي طيب؟ اوكي. Lacewing flies. حد فاكر سنيب؟ اكيد الطريق ده مثلا بيودي حاجة لفوق سايد كويست و اوف.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely.
ولو هي out
They
of
think
bounds
it's too dangerous.
فاتحين
I
الباب
think they
ليه؟
need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
ايه ده؟ الكويديتش جراوندز القلعة.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestral's pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. Accio, you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
انت لو تعرف يا سيباستيان اللي جاي لنا في الطريق كنتش تقول الجمله اللي انت قلتها حالا.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear.
هاجرد الجديد.
Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and hairy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. Accio, I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
ايه يا جدعان ده عامل ده ازاي؟
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
واضح.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished.
Okay.
Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade village is brimming with different sites, shops, and other points of interest. ليها ماب لوحدها. الله. عندنا شوبس كتيرة وممكن تروح لأي واحد فيهم. ماشي. أعتقد بالمنظر ده كده احنا هننهي الحلقة هنا لأن أنا عايز أدي المكان ده حقه إن شاء الله في الحلقة الجاية. أظن أنا كان وشي عليه الذهول طول الحلقة وهي شغالة. مش مصدق الصراحة اللعبة لحد دلوقتي، مش مصدق إن هم عملوا كده الصراحة. لو عجبك الفيديو اعمل لايك للفيديو، سبسكرايب للقناة. شكرا إن أنت كملت لحد الآخر. love you all. السلام عليكم.